GearNetwork.com.
The following is a presentation of the Gear Radio Network.
This is the wrestling show with no Sleazy and no Canadian Sleazy because he's also in rehab this week for his marijuana sex edition.
But we got the new Sleazy in the house.
Oh, God damn it. There's a new Sleazy. Fuck this shit. We got a hell of a show for you. Not really. So let's jump right to it. No ifs, ands, or buts. I'm not doing a cold open. We're just going to run right through it. There ain't shit going on. There's an Impact pay-per-view. Not pay-per-view. Special
event.
Friday, I do believe. So we're going to preview that and we're going to review it next week. But we're just going to do heavy news and rumors this week. And folks, we're going live with news and rumors. So let's just jump right into it. So it's going to be maybe a ton of dead air, but not really. So we got backstage news on Kevin Dunn. If this will let me go in there. WWE executive producer and chief of global television distribution, Kevin Dunn, is expected to stay with the company. Following the resignation of Vince McMahon, there have been much speculation regarding Dunn's future with the company. According to a recent article from Fightful Select, Dunn is expected to stay with WWE and continue his 20-plus year career there, at least for the time being. Although talent even expected Dunn's departure, WWE executive Triple H, just his title's so fucking long, Triple H has stated that Dunn will play a significant role in the company's future. They said that according to reports, WWE management didn't think they currently have anyone to take Dunn's place because the most likely candidate was fired during the previous layoffs, and a comeback is unlikely in how the departure was handled. Honestly, I think it's a good move. People gave Kevin Dunn shit for his simultaneous always cutting away. But at the same time, like I said, he's been with the company for 20 years. I think it's a good move by Triple H to keep him involved.
I didn't realize that he had been with the company 20 years. I thought he took some time off.
Well, he took some time off here and there, but he's been employed for like 20 years. So another $5 million in payments made by Vince McMahon has been found out by the WWE Board of Directors investigation and into, spoiler alert, former talent relation head John Laurinaitis. 2 additional payments totaling $5 million have been discovered by the inquiry, according to the WWE SEC report released today. These payments, which were made in 2007 and 2009, have no connection to the earlier ones that have come to light. WWE noted that the payments were and will be paid back by Vince personally.
He just keeps getting into trouble. He has done so much shitty shit, and it's now all coming to fruition.
Here's the thing with Vince. It's his money. I mean, so
I'm not criticizing him for doing things. It's just that it's all coming to light now.
Oh yeah. And the reason why he stepped down was obviously because
he knew it was coming to light.
Apparently, Ric Flair passed out twice.
Yep, I saw that.
I don't think people realize I passed out twice. What happened was, this is during his last match. My regimen for training was so strict. I wanted my perfect body weight to be 220 going in. So the last day and a half aside from all the work
you must have cut
planned for me, I didn't hydrate because I had it on my mind that if I had to weigh 219. So anyway, I went to the ring at about 217 pounds. What happened during the match is because dehydration. While standing on the apron, I looked at Jay, which started the whole wheel of motion. I said, man, I think I'm going to be sick because I was getting lightheaded. And then it goes on and on and on. So,
yeah, I read that. I was just like, well, that could be why it didn't look that good of a match, because he was dehydrated. That's a big that could be a big issue right there.
News on the 2023 Royal Rumble Premium Live event appears to be set for
San Antonio
at the Alamo Dome,
which they'll only sell half a bit out for.
In 1994 and 2017, WWE reported attendance of 52,020, and they got those numbers backwards. 52,020 in 2017 and 60,477 in 1997. Those are switched, actually.
Mm-hmm.
There's currently no indication when WWE reveal information about the Rumble, but it should be sometime next few months. So you saying, I don't think they'll scale the Alamo Dome.
Why? They did Trans World or TWA, whatever the hell you want to call it.
That's only because of the pandemic, I do believe.
Oh, you think?
Yeah, it was in January 2022. I think restrictions were still in place in some states, so I think that's why they did
the only thing that was restriction when we went there was on the plane we had to wear a mask. That was the only restriction we encountered.
Well, maybe tickets went on sale with the restrictions in place.
But then what about with SummerSlam? Because SummerSlam wasn't fully sold out.
They scaled that to about 50,000 on purpose. Because I don't think they thought they would sell that much, which is fine. And still, what they had, like 48,000. So 48,000 is way better than 17. Is way better than 17. So
true.
I mean, I don't judge them at all. And I guarantee you those ticket prices were higher, so they probably made more money on SummerSlam anyway. You watched Raw last night?
I did.
So I didn't because of
you're working.
I was working until 8, and then I have another side hustle I'm doing. I have an exam, so I had to cram for it. I got to cram for it after tonight. I heard it was
side hustle means he's preparing for rehab. It's cool. We all know this.
Yep. Dexter Lumis returned. I'm thinking
it was so weird. Oh my goodness!
I think they meant to do it that way because I saw clips of it.
Yeah. Well, here's what happened. So it was right after the AJ and Miz the no disqualification yada 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 match, and then you saw AJ looking really perplexed, and then it showed a picture in the distance of them carrying someone wearing cuffs, and then I looked at it and said, "Oh, that's Dexter Lumis," but it was very weirdly done. So
I think they meant to do it that way. With Karrion Kross coming back and Lumis coming back, I won't be surprised if there's like a invasion quote and like an NXT back.
There's
like,
talk of Nia Jax coming back.
Fuck her. There's you released us, so now we're gonna get our revenge type thing. You know what I mean? Which I think
great storyline.
It will be. I think it'd be really really cool.
It's funny. I was me and my wife were watching it last night, and I'm surprised. Out of nowhere, she's extremely got into wrestling. I guess since we went to SummerSlam, but I was talking about. I was like, it'd be kind of cool if Dominic Mysterio ended up after he pushed Edge, turning on Rey and joining the Judgment Day. Yeah. She goes, yeah, that would be a really good storyline. I'm like, okay. Go on with your bad self.
I think it's coming.
It is. But
it's coming.
With the whole Edge thing and Edge spearing him and how close Rey and Edge are, it would have worked out perfectly. But they prolonged it again.
I think it's coming.
Probably the Clash.
Jay White was pulled from NJPW events due to heat stroke-like symptoms.
I think only NJPW is strong because he's been performing here in with the Music City Mayhem and the tour that's going on right now. He's still in the G1.
Okay.
So, which I gotta watch night 8 tonight because I'm on not day 8. I'm probably a week behind. But the precursors to it have been bullcrap, but the actual wrestling in the tournament has been really damn good.
If you want to quickly look up the standings for that, we can talk about that too.
Okay, one sec.
So apparently Merrill's not happy with the situation in AEW. He wants more TV time.
There's a lot of people, from what I'm reading, Tony is losing control of that company fast. Like a lot of people are very not happy or very unhappy, very unhappy with what's going on right now. Let's see. 2 days ago, we have, let's see, A Block. We have Jonah with 6 points. He's 3-1. Okada with 6 points at 3-1. Jeff Cobb at 2-2 with 4 points. Lance Archer 2-2 with 4 points. Tom Lawler, who I didn't even realize is in the UFC until they talked about it, was just 2-2 with 4 points. Bad Luck Fale 2-3 with 4 points, and Toru Yano at 1-4 with 2 points. He's pretty much eliminated.
Yep.
All right. Block number B. Jay White 4-0, 8 points. Tamatonga 2-1, 4 points. Taichi 2-1, 4 points. Sanada 2-2, 4 points. Chase Owens 2-3, 4 points. Great Khan 1-3. Wow, that's been a bad showing for him. And Tomohiro Ishii 1-4, 2 points.
Wow.
C Block. Hiroshi Tanahashi 3-1 with 6 points. Zack Sabre Jr. 3-1 with 6 points. Hiroki Goto 2-2 with 4 points. Tetsuya Naito 2-2 with 4 poins. So that's shocking because he was falling back.
Why did I read that he was eliminated already? I was like, that can't be right.
He was on his way to it real fast. Evil 2-2 with 4 points. He got a late start in the tournament. Kenta 1-2 with 2 points. And Aaron Hanare 1-4 with 2 points. Block D, David Finlay 3-1 with 6 points. Yoshihashi with 4 points. Shingo Takagi 4 points. Will Ospreay 2-2 with 4 points.
That's surprising.
Yes, it is. Yujiro Takahashi 2-2 with 4 points. Juice Robinson 2-3 with 4 points, and El Phantasmo 1-3 with 2 points. For those of you that don't know, the A block is the monster block they call it this year, with Jonah, Okada, Cobb, Archer, Lawler, Fale, and Yano. And the only reason Okada is in that because of his height, because he is definitely not a monster.
Okay.
So that is the update on the G1 Climax 32.
And that will change because we are taping on Tuesday, and you'll listen to this on a Saturday, unless you're listening to us live on Twitch. So let's get back to news and rumors. And I have not said this in a while. So according to
Fuck Dave Meltzer,
last week, which is the last I checked, the contracts of Naomi and Sasha have not been signed, but they are expected. But we are all expecting that to happen. I'm going to stop right there. They're still under contract.
They were just suspended.
So
I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
What contract do they have to sign? I don't understand.
I would have thought they would have brought them back.
Right now, that's
the tournament.
Right now, I think that's the end game. Whoever's going to win the tournament, they're going to come out. That's, I think, the end game. So I'm done because as soon as I read that, I'm just like, okay, that's dumb. Only because they are still under contract. We already talked about it briefly. John Laurinaitis was fired by WWE. We expected that to happen, but now it's official. I'm not
quietly fired by WWE.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if anyone took his place.
Not yet.
Nope. Not yet. You are right. Not yet.
And there is talk of Bray coming back as well, but
So
right now they're having a problem because he wants to bring the Fiend back, and Triple H doesn't want the Fiend.
Every month he has a cryptic tweet, and every month it's all like, "Oh, it's cryptic. He's going to be on an indie show. He's going to be an Impact. He's going to be an AEW. He's going to be a WWE." Let's just shut up because he's keeping himself
relevant.
Yes, for any company to want him. That's what's happening, and it's smart.
Did you read the cryptic tweet from Eric Redman last night?
I don't care. No, I didn't.
He said it's crazy or it's like impossible to think that the imagination can bring you back to where you came from. Something along those lines, which means he might be going back to WWE. And the Orioles and Blue Jays are in the rain delay.
Yeah,
raining in Baltimore means it's headed this way. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, it was pretty cloudy when I was doing my knocks.
But we had a thunderstorm come earlier. I really thought a tornado was going to pop up over the mountains. So I'm looking at the clouds. I'm like, that looks like a funnel cloud. Did
you see this video about Carmella getting injured?
No, I did not.
It looks so weird because it's a triple threat between Asuka, Bianca Belair, and Carmella. And so the footage, it shows Asuka's in a corner, Belair runs to her and is doing like her punches on the ropes. Carmella comes behind, Belair does a backflip, and then it doesn't look like she even hits Carmella. Carmella goes down and rolls out of the ring. But then when I read, it said that she actually read it. It says Carmella got hurt when she went headfirst into the ring post, but the clip had nothing to do with that. I don't know.
Could have been the wrong clip they posted.
It could have been, but I hate you. We talked about it. You've had concussions. I've had concussions. It's not something to fuck around with. So I hope she gets better soon.
Nope, it is not at all. It ends careers and lives.
Donovan Dijak is soon to get repackaged.
Yep, he is only going to be T-Bar.
Good.
Triple H doesn't like it.
Just have him be Donovan Dijak.
Seriously.
That's all you need him to be.
He's a fucking monster. Let him wrestle.
He is the reason why Keith Lee had those amazing matches. It was because of Keith Lee. It's because of him.
Yeah.
I hate wrestle tickets because they're like the Meltzer of wrestling attendance sites.
Okay.
Apparently, 62,037 tickets have been sold for Clash at the Castle, leaving 9,773 seats still available.
Have you seen a picture of that fucking stadium?
It's big.
It is fucking ridiculous in size.
So
I looked it up on Google Earth, and I'm like, oh my God, this thing is huge.
Apparently, Sammy Guevara and Tay Conte got married already?
They did. Dustin was there at a photo shoot at the wedding with his girl. Yeah, they got married this weekend. It's official.
That was super quick. So in 3 months, he dumps his fiance, gets with Ty, and then marries her.
Well, you know what that means.
That pussy may be good.
Or things are going on behind closed doors.
Like I said, that pussy must be that good.
Did Uhaa Nation and Roderick ever fight in ROH together?
They might have. I don't remember it.
They're in a really good match right now. I tell you one thing, I really like how Finn is taken over the Judgment Day. It reminds me of when he used to be in charge of the Bullet Club. And the heel that he is playing is just awesome.
I think he needs to go back to his, because all he's wearing is just log pants with a purple scarf, and it looks so dumb.
You know what? I kind of acclimated it to, and Kim thought I was right. They look like the villains from Superman.
Yeah. Okay, so Originally, Aaliyah was supposed to face Lacey Evans on the July 29th edition of SmackDown. WWE stated Evans was, quote, not medically cleared to compete, and Shotzi was chosen as Aaliyah's replacement says. According to Fightful Select, Evans is currently not a part of WWE's creative plans, and she wasn't even considered for this past Friday's Gauntlet match.
They were saying how they rushed her into it, and when they brought her in, they had nothing for
her. Evans was a personal favorite of McMahon. Vince was very hands-on and worked closely with Evans once she joined Raw. However,
he did.
However, her return this year was chaotic and directionless, as shown on TV. I was kind of liking what they were doing with her. Pretty much coming out here is like, I'm a Marine, respect me. Like kind of when she debuted, but like that. But
it's kind of like they wanted her to take the man gimmick.
No, I don't think so. But if Vince McMahon has his favorites, Triple H has his favorites. I mean, nothing in that aspect. Different people might be pushed, but the same politics are going to go on. It's wrestling. So,
by the way, you didn't watch it, but did you hear that Kevin Owens brought the apron powerbomb back in last night?
I want the goddamn package pile driver back.
Yeah, it's being used all over the place except for WWE. But who knows, that may change. Now, I mean, there's wording that's now allowed. They're allowed to call themselves wrestlers now. In fact, Natalya put, as soon as Vince was fired, she put professional wrestler on her resume.
They're wrestlers. They've always been wrestlers. Like, I'm pretty sure that's about it. What's this? Somebody announces his in-ring retirement. Who was it? Aiden English.
Yes, he said. Matthew Rahal.
Yep,
says he will not be taking any more wrestling bookings.
Hopefully, he still does commentary for Impact because he's really good at it.
Probably, yeah, he's very good at it.
Let's see. This is backstage news on Ric Flair's latest. Okay, so according to
Fuck Dave Meltzer,
Ric Flair's last match received between 20,000 and 25,000 buys and almost 4,200 more through linear pay-per-view buys, according to early estimates. Given that the event had no traditional pay-per-view promotion, this is impressive. The only other event that performed better than the Flair event was All In, which generated 55,000 buys. The event attended 6,800 fans for a 448,502 gate, ranking the second largest behind All In, which had only 10,000 more dollars, but it also had 10,000 more dollars, but 4,000 more fans. So, let's see here. Let's do that. So let's do this.
So while you're figuring that out, did you didn't see Raw last night, but they made a post or a comment saying how SummerSlam week, between all the different shows they had and everything for WWE and rewatches and all that, has reached 1.4 billion.
Again, I will say this. I will say that WWE is a publicly traded company and they cannot lie about figures. So if that's what they claim, then that's what they claim. So looking up, that's actually $66 per head, per ticket for the Ric Flair. So that's not bad.
No. Okay,
so I keep seeing this and I'm not sure. WWE held tryouts during SummerSlam weekend.
They did. There were a lot of injuries too.
Yep. It didn't go as planned. WWE has gotten in touch with several independent wrestlers to inquire about their interest in going to these tryouts. The plan is still going to sign college athletes and train them as wrestlers. There were 50 athletes with 47 from 47 colleges, according to
Fuck Dave Meltzer.
but no one jumped out as a potential superstar. According to
Did you see Dwight Howard showed up and cut a promo?
Yeah. Fuck Dwight Howard. According to one source, this might be the final tryout with only college athletes are used because the source thinks WWE will switch back to preferring independent wrestlers with experience in addition to recruiting athletes, which makes sense. I don't know why they switched. This would be consistent with prior reports saying that Triple H's previous plan was to somewhat return to WWE NXT. According to the source, though WWE signed 14 athletes to contracts, there were problems with injuries during the trials. Meltzer said there were a few concussions and shoulder injuries and more injuries probably than any trial ever due to the in-ring experience. So when you have concussions and shoulder injuries, you know what that tells me?
They're not bumping right.
Exactly. They don't know how to bump. So in this case, due to lack of in-ring experience, Meltzer's right. Like you need to learn how. You just can't go in there. You could be a freak athlete, but not know how to fucking fall.
Mm-hmm.
And so we need several injuries. There might have been probably 2 or 3, but still at a tryout, that's still a lot. We already talked about WWE lifting bans on wrestler and wrestling. Cain Velasquez pleads not guilty to the attempted murder charge.
And there are, did you see there tomorrow night at 10? Oh, sorry. Let me rephrase that. If you're watching live on Twitch, Thursday night at 10 o'clock, they're having a WWE WrestleMania party in LA. And it's going to have celebrities, it's going to have comedians, everything. And that'll be 10 o'clock on YouTube and Facebook.
Good idea. Because they're promoting tickets are already on sale.
They're going on sale Friday at 10 a.m.
No, they're already on sale. I think they're already on sale.
No, they're going on sale Friday after this thing they got going on. It's a precursor.
So we don't talk a lot about NXT UK here, which is sad because they've been absolutely awesome. But Ilya Dragunov is injured.
She's still the champion?
With an ankle injury. He looks like he's going to
vacate
the title. And there's a tournament to select a new champion. So it's Oliver Carter versus Charlie Dempsey. Wolfgang versus Trent Seven. That's the left side of the bracket. The right side of the bracket is Tyler Bate versus Kenny Williams. And Joe Coffey versus Mark Andrews. No, not the Ravens tight end. So, yeah. So that sucks because he's been killing it. If you guys haven't watched NXT UK, it's they're great. Very, very, very underrated. Just
they were ever since they started.
Yep. That's gotta be Kane has been reelected mayor of Knox County.
Yes, he is. Boy, did he get his ass booed the other day when he came out.
Why? It's his home state.
Davidson County and Knox County don't see eye to eye.
Oh,
Davidson County is where Nashville is.
I think we are
pretty much to the end.
Pretty much the end of news and rumors. So we're going to take a quick break. And then when we come back, we will preview Impact Emergence. Okay, we are back. I had to stop the new Sleazy from him going to rehab now. Jesus Christ.
It's an epidemic.
So, yeah. So there, we'll talk about Impact Emergence. This actually happened, well, if you're listening live on Twitch, Friday. If you're listening on their normal day Saturday, it happened last night. So we will. Why is my PlayStation 3 on? That's so weird. We will preview that next week. So the card is there's 9 matches.
Jesus Lord.
There is a singles match for the AAW Heavyweight Championship. Matt Fitchett versus one called Manders. I've never heard of either of these two guys, so
Never heard of AAW.
I think it is out of Chicago because they're in
That makes
Chicago.
sense. Okay.
Yep, it's out of Chicagoland area, and they're in Chicago, so that makes sense. So good for Impact to promote a local promotion. They did that with Excite when they branded them for their one night only pay-per-views. I was on that show. Sleazy was not, so haha. Singles match for the X Division Championship, which is pretty much Rocky Romero or Mike Bailey defends against Jack Evans. Because Rocky Romero and Mike Bailey have a match Thursday, and the winner of that match faces Jack Evans. Gotcha. So I'm thinking it's Bailey wins against Romero and Bailey retains against Jack Evans.
Yes, but if I'd say Romero wins, he keeps.
Whoever wins that match, is retaining. I wish Ryan was here because I could be like, yo, dog, I heard you like tag team matches. Chris Sabin and Kushida, so the Time Splitters.
Yep.
Versus Violent by Design, which is Diener and Joe Doring. I think Violent by Design should win, but they're not going to win. I think it's going to be Sabin and Kushida.
Yeah.
We got this match could be killer. Sami Callihan versus Steve Macklin.
Oh yeah, that could be
another match where Macklin should win, but I don't think he's going to win. I think it's going to be Callihan. 10-man tag. If Honor No More wins, they will receive a shot at the Impact World Tag Team Championship. If Bullet Club wins, Honor No More was permanently disbanded. So obviously Bullet Club versus Honor No More. Honor No More. I mean, I think they should keep with the stable. Well, there is too many single stars in there to keep as a stable, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I think they've been booked. It's the one thing about Impact that I'm not liking is the way that they've been booking them, because they'll get like a win on Impact and then get completely destroyed on the specials.
Who are the 5 for the Bullet Club?
Bullet Club is Ace Austin, Chris Bay, Good Brothers, and some Asian. I never heard of them.
Some Asian, nice. It's probably going to be
Ukulele.
Oh yeah, Hikulele.
Yeah,
Hikuleo. I'm sorry, Hikuleo. He's like 7'4". He's huge. He reminds me of Johnny Gonzalez, except he's a lot better. Yeah, it'll be Honor No More.
He's billed as 6'8". Okay. Then we have another match to be killer: Bandito versus Ray Hornus. That could be killer. Bandito. Impact Knockouts World Championship. Rosemary and Talia Valkyrie defends against VXT, which is Deonna Purrazzo and Chelsea Green. I think Rosemary and Talia is gonna win, but I don't think they should win. I think it should be Green and Purrazzo.
I think it'll be Green and Purrazzo.
And then the Knockouts Women's Championship: Jordan Grace versus Mia Yim.
Jordan won.
Same. Retains. And then your main event, another could be awesome match. Impact World Championship, Josh Alexander defends against Alex Shelley.
Oh, that will be good. It's going to be Josh.
Josh Alexander retains.
Yep.
So there's the review. So
preview. It's a preview.
Preview. I am so sorry. So butt plugs.
Butt plugs. All right, guys, if you're free, listen to us this week on the Best Damn Sports Show Period 2. We are doing our AFC preview. We have got all AFC the whole time, and we even found a top 10 list to debate. So check us out on Facebook Live, and hopefully we'll be coming back to Spotify very soon. You can also find me on Twitter at the Sports Guru 728.
You can find the wrestling show with Sleazy the Fat Man right here live on Twitch every Tuesdays. It's going to be around 9 o'clock now because of my work schedule. But hey, we're going to do it. Find us at facebook.com/Sleazy the Fat Man. You can also find us on Twitter at Sleazy Fat Man, on Instagram at Sleazy Fat Man, onlyfans.com/The Wrestling Show. Yay, Ryan's booby.
He's been doing TikToks too lately.
He has been doing TikToks. I will not plug it because I want for him to plug his own butt plugs. That sounded weird, but
well, his last TikTok is right on those lines.
So, yeah, we got TikTok too, but fuck TikTok. I'm at TWS Fat Man. Sleazy's at TWS Sleazy. If you want to give him a shout out, wish him well while he's in rehab. He'll probably see it because he jerks off the guard so he can get on the internet and watch these specials. So I think that's it for tonight. So
for the new Sleazy,
for the Fat Man, this is the wrestling show. So normally I'm going to do this. So fuck Dave Meltzer, fuck Kenny Omega. A hot dog's not a sandwich. A sub is not a sandwich. And fuck Call the Kayfabe, because I didn't call you guys out last week. Because they're the group that I posted how marks are marks. And then they kicked me out because I called them out for being marks. So fuck you, you fucking marks. You fucking marks. Instead of sucking Tony Khan's dick, now you're sucking Triple H's dick. Because
you're marking the fuck you bunch.
So you got one hand on Tony Khan and one hand on Triple H. You're just double fisting it. You're like, so
that will not be on our OnlyFans.
So fuck all y'all. Peace.
I'm a truth that you seem to run from. I'm an army of one. I'm a clip in your gun. I'm the pain in the game. The bloodshed in your name. When there's nothing to gain, I'm a world gone sad.
The preceding presentation has been brought to you by the Gear Network.